Okay, hello all. You're at the Redemption Center for Persons in Distress, RECEPEDIS. I am Patricia Moon. Here we have psychologist Chunks. And psychologist Chunks, he's a certified practitioner in psychologist, and he will be consulting you further. Psychologist Chunks, you're welcome today at the Redemption Center for Persons in Distress. It's always a pleasure having you. You have a client here, Mr. D. Richard, and Ngala, Ngala Maria is the caretaker who happens to be the sister's daughter. So, Mr. Ngala D. Richard, at the age of 5, had a severe challenge as the daughter or the niece was told by the late grandparent Pa at the age of 5, just collapsed and started having spittle coming out from his mouth. And that was the beginning of his ailment. And from that time, he lost so much of his senses and he could no longer do anything for himself. And he's been going through a lot of challenges. He could no longer talk, he could no longer do any physical exercise. And from time to time, he used to be violent. And it just almost like made him not to be productive. And he is now 47. He's now 40. He's 55. 51. So for like 47 years, yeah, he's 51 years old now. So for 47 years, he's been suffering from this ailment. So he lives at New Layout, Mile 90 here. And the good thing is the guardian is very close to him and she's accommodative of him and she's been able to manage the situation so far because from the consultation we got from them during their first visit, she's been able to identify his likes and dislikes. He doesn't need to get hungry. Once he's hungry, he gets very, very violent and things like that. And he also, knows the right. But one surprising thing is the first day he came here, he didn't utter a word with us here. We consulted him for about 2 hours and tried to ask his name and stuff like that. He wasn't. And I asked her severally if he really talks. So she told us that sometimes he talks when he's happy. When he's happy, I even offered him a gift. So I imagined that since he had already been waiting for some time, he might have been getting hungry already. I offered him a little gift so he could chew, have a bite. He just managed to tell us that he doesn't like dancing when asked and stuff like that. And so I realized from my own diagnosis that he could also be suffering from a psycho-spiritual problem as well. And so he was invited, to church. And right there in church, I whispered to the pastor that we in the situation and from medical reports he doesn't support noise, so there should be. So I did what I could do as a psychosocial worker as well. And after prayers, even during prayers, he spoke, he danced, he laughed. And it's just a week. Tomorrow will make a week. And what do you have to tell us about his improvement, his progress? Be audible.
I asked him whether he likes the place, where we coming, because most of the time when you visit places like that, you don't always want to come back. They have been going to church. But just said that he's not going anymore. Like it there is noise. But when I went with him, he was very happy until I bought something, what they gave him, and give him. He said next week he's going back to that church. He liked it. So I was very surprised until that my little girl said, Auntie, hey, Mama, you went and danced in church today and you're happy that you go back. He said he's going. So I was very surprised because the church that I went with him was that day. He just came and refused that he's not going to back to the church again. Then that he's saying that he likes the place. He will go there until he's sitting asking me that when are we going back. I mean,
So then when he came, I think physically he's really changed. And when he came, one of our doctors here at RECEPEDIS said, even greeted her and said, "My daughter, how are you?" And
when we left the
so
person we were
important.
going, he said, where's Carol? That was much as
Yeah.
I came. I said, so you could recognize that we are working with
Carol, that's
Carol.
great. That's
Say, hey, look after her. She not allow her to defend. And
Okay.
improvement.
okay.
You know, it's changing.
All
It's
right.
fine.
It's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
But his problem is that if he stays around, they'll just
All right. So Mr. Andre, this is his record. This is what the EA Clifford was able to take down concerning his history, the client's information, and here you have the necessary information. All right. So you take over from there. So Mr. Andy, feel free. I don't tell you now, big doctor this, eh? He will continue the work. As we be telling you last time, no, say just get hope. Because as you don't already come for whistle, no be one man walk home. One man feel walk am. If you work am, na fine thing right. But as one man dey work, another person too go come in for your own field. All we will put hands together for see say you dey back fine, you know. So you see that he has been on medication.
Okay.
Remember you brought
that card. If it's as
Okay,
paper,
yes, I asked her to bring. So he's been on medication that has been calming him for some time. And according to what she says, it's 30,000 francs and really quite because they are IDPs. Yes, they are IDPs. They're from
IDPs.
Kambe.
Okay.
Yes, they're from Duk. So they're really struggling. It's not easy for them. And about 9 of them in the house. It's somebody who has rescued them as well. So somebody has rescued them. There are 9 of them. So Papa already is challenged and he's the uncle. So she too has kids. And she can no longer even do anything because she can't be elsewhere for Pa to be. He doesn't have a child because at that age 5 he's not been able to do anything. So he doesn't have. So this is the daughter and he can't stay anywhere else. She said they had tried sometime, and one of the nieces took Papa. He did not go. He escaped. They searched for him until he came in back with her. So because of that, she too has been immobilized. She really cannot do anything or go anywhere else of her own. And with the kids and children, life too is really much more difficult for her. And she too is also getting into depression because it's really giving her a lot of stress. Yeah, it's giving her a lot of stress. So the medication, like now, she's not on the medication that is offered by one center like that, 30,000. What does she do? She doesn't do anything. And if they don't have that money, they will not be given that medication. So all of that, I think we'll look into it for a way forward. Thank you.
Right.
Okay.
Maria. Okay. Asha. I like talking with pigeon so much.
It's a simple language.
Journalist. Papa. Yeah. Good morning. Yeah. How did you feel this morning? I'm fine. Oh, that's good.
I'm good. You're fine. You don't change the
Okay.
girl.
Mm-hmm.
Not really change.
Oh, I like that.
I was talking to him.
How you enjoy your picking? How you enjoy your picking?
Yeah, they're fine.
Oh, good. And how do you enjoy Papa?
I'm fine.
Any episode?
That's right. They fine. I handle the way you want to say. Yes.
Okay. This party is talking about negative and closely. Um, But when you want to wash your skin, they talk about me wash your skin with wash your skin yourself. So, I mean, say sometimes people come say you know how to wash your skin.
And the person my skin fine.